Hello, good evening, and welcome to another Wednesday. It's Midweek Makings with me, Chris, Gross Models, here on the very channel that you're watching. Today I am returning to the world of the wooden kit that Katie very kindly got me for probably Christmas. I want to say Christmas. It feels like a long time ago, whichever it was, but yeah, it was around then sometime. So I'm returning back to that. I shall show you. Look, there we go. I've got it. I'll put it a bit together. I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, hello and everybody watching. I see we've got Lee here as Anfield Road Layout in the Loft. It's easier to say Lee. And Mark Shard is here as well as Gemma watching. Oh, Stefan Last has just come in as well. So hello and welcome to all of you. Yeah, as ever, do let me know that things are working as they should. I'll put the music on momentarily so we can see if that's working as well. And we'll find out, what's going on. If things are working, that should be playing. That is playing. There it is. I can see the things moving, and it's there in the background very quietly, which is where it should be. So, yeah, let's go down to the bench, and I'll show you what's what. Down here at the bench, we have the kit that I am currently doing, the Marble Climber, it's called. I shall show you that. I shall show you the beer of choice tonight is Shipyard from Portland, USA, American Pale Ale. It's all right. It's not amazing, but it's all right. So yes, this is the Rocker Marble Climber. It works. If you haven't seen any of this before, then go back and watch some of the playlists. But it works the same as a normal model kit, except everything sort of slots together rather than being glued together. So that goes in there. Greetings from my sofa, says the Bobbins. Hello. Sound and cam good, says Lee. Thank you very much. Can see and hear you fine, says Gemma. So yes, I shall get that open in a moment and we'll see where we got to. But where we got to was this. Now, first time we built the base, and I think this towery thing. Last time we built this, I've just slotted it on there. It's not fully slotted down, but it's slotted down enough that you can see that it does things when I turn it. Makes that arm go up, and that arm lifts up that bit on the tower and carries it back down again. So I'm fairly certain that this is going to be picking up a ball somewhere, lifting it up and dropping it off onto a runway for it to descend through. So that is what we've got here. Not sure why we need this little release thing down the bottom here, but that's powered by another one of the balls. But that is that, which isn't actually attached yet. I just put it in to make sure it works, but that is quite free and able to turn. There's a couple of bits that sort of catch a little bit, but I'm pretty sure it's okay. I might need to re-lubricate a couple of it. There's obviously more to be attached to the gears at the back there, and I think a handle goes on the front. So that's that. I shall move all of this off to the side while I get into the box and see exactly what's what. Nothing else happening in chat at the moment, which is lovely. If you've got anything to say, do shout out. The instruction manual I shall come to in a minute. As I said, it's all basically on model kit sprues. There's only a couple left on that. So, of various different thicknesses and arrangements. There's obviously different woods and different parts for different parts. So I'll keep those over there. The other thing that we've got is this box of stuff. And in the boxes, actually, I'll get rid of the big box. We'll just have a look at the box of stuff. We've got the tools that we need sometimes for tightening up the nuts and things like that. Some sandpaper for tidying up the edges. We've got a collection of bars and bolts and things in there, which we are using for things. There's little washer things that we've used some of already and we'll be using more. There's a couple of wooden parts that have broken off the sprue. We have a small piece of wax for lubricating and some balls. The balls are the marbles that are going to do the running in the marble run. So that's that. So last time, what did we get? I think I put a circle around there to say that was the next one, and I put a big cross there to say we'd done that bit. So we are on this page here, It works the same way as a traditional model kit, or even better, it works the same way as modern Lego kits, in that it gives you a breakdown of the parts that you'll need for this stage. And then, obviously, going on from there, other bits. So let's see, we're going to need P. The P's are the special bits. We need P, 10, 11, and 2 12s. I don't know what they are without going back to this bit. 10, 11, and 2 12s. 12s are the nuts. So we need the sleeve, the long bolt, and 2 nuts. Let's get those out from here. That was... Oh, we've still got a couple of little sticky labels on there that we might need, so I won't throw that away yet. Let's see, we've got sleeve, and a pair of nuts, which we will be attaching. Get that out of the way, get that out of the way as well. And then we need A11 and some E's. So this is F, don't need that. That is B, I don't need that. A, we do need that for A11. 18, 19, 21, 13. Oh, 11 is that one there. So these just pop out like so. We still needed E, didn't we? Not C. E, there we go. A few E's. Let's move these back out the way. Need E, 3, 5, 6, 17, and 18. 3, 5, 6, 3. 5 and 6 on there. 17 and 18 remaining. 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16. E17 and E18. Oh, they're the tools. That's why I can't find those. Right. So we need to put this together. We put that through there. Then a nut. 12, right, 3 goes through the bottom of that. And then a nut. And they are tightened up with a gap between that. So that's got to be at the end. And that one will tighten up to there. So we can lock both of these onto that. Not going to work because that won't. We'll go over there. Lock that one on there, and that one there, and we can tighten those together. Just like so. We've got Wendy. Wendy's coming, offering up hugs to everyone. Wendy's better today. Going sometime before things settle down. I hope you're okay, to Mark. I'm glad that you're doing all right. What I didn't do is tidy these edges up, so let me do that now. Get rid of the rough edges from these, especially as they may be rotating. Don't know, but they may be. I think I'm going to need them again for this stage. Right, so we need 11, which is this one for the outside. You may notice that Wendy's name in chat is a different colour to everybody else's. That's because she's a lovely channel member. She's helping out the channel immensely just by clicking the little join button underneath this, or indeed any of my other videos. And she is helping to support the channel in a lovely way. We've got 5 and 6. This is 5. 5 goes on first. So 5 goes on there first. Actually, before I put that on, I will lubricate a little bit around the edge of that, because that's going to be touching that. There we go. So 5 will go all the way down on there. Then 6 will also. Then this one will go on there that way around. That will give us our handle to twiddle, and this one will lock it in place. That's a tight bit, but it's got little notchy things to move. So that will go on there like so, and then that enables us to have an actual handle to turn to do the powery moving stuff. Go. Look at that. Do that. Turn it. It says turn it that way. It says don't, or it's saying to. Is it meaning not turn it that way or only turn it that way? What would you think that symbol there means with the anti-clockwise with an exclamation mark? Do you think that means only turn it that way or don't turn it that way? I don't know. I would think it's only turn it that way, but that feels like that handle's the wrong way round then. I'm sure it will tell us down the line. So let's get some more bits out. We need A and C for the next stage, not B. I should remember what these are really. I maybe should write them on in bigger letters so I can actually see more clearly. I'm going to write on them in bigger letters so I can see what they are. That makes sense to me. So this is F. This is B. This one is E. This one is A. A nice big area that I can write it in. Probably about there is the biggest. I'll put it in the corner as well so I find it. And this one is going to be C. What goes in there. And then I'll still won't be able to find them very quickly or easily, but you know, you do what you can do. C, 17 and 18 is what I'm after. 33, 35, 18 is that little clip piece. 17 is this prongy piece, like a miniature sword. That's those. I also needed A, which is that one there, so let's get rid of them. 12, 21, 31, not 44, 13 over there, 12, tiny little bit just over there. Cool. Right. Little bit tidying up. I would think I'm probably not, almost certainly not going to be finishing this week, but I think I probably will next time I return to it, which won't be next week because I do alternate this between this and a Lego build. So if you like this sort of thing, then stick around for more coming up, but not quite yet. Right, so this goes on there, the other side of that. And there, right. So this is going across there. It's going to engage with that. Maybe. Not entirely certain. That's going that way around. That's going through there. The blob at the bottom. That goes all the way through there, and then that goes into those holes there. Steve is here, Steve131. Good evening. So, yeah, that won't actually. It might. It might stop that from going that way. I don't know. So which way would that mean? That would have to turn that way and probably lock up if it goes that way, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, 12 is going up the top. Which way around? I can't quite make out. Let's grab my glasses of seeing, see if I can make out. Thicker end is outside, so it's going that way. That way in there. Cool, that does that. And that says only turn it that way, I think. Maybe. I don't know what that means. Saying it should lock up. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it'll lock up. We'll see. We'll see. Right, I need a 13, 14. E14. Well, I've got E here, so let's get 14 out while I'm here. 14 is the nice big chunky bit. There we go. And A. 13 and 14. 16, 15. 13. E14 looks like the big round bit, so it's that big round bit. These are definitely holes big enough to carry a ball up and down and around. As long as I don't break it trying to get it out. Up until now, they've all been very nicely held in place. It's a couple of loose bits, but that's it. Rocker do seem to know what they're doing with their laser cutting. They seem to get it just about right, so it comes out quite easily, except for that bit. There we go. Right, that's that. So is that all that I needed? No, I need 4 G4s. G was the loose little bit, I think, with the plugs and things. Yeah, there we go. G4. There's G4. I need 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 supplied, so probably one of them's spare. Okay, get them separated. Mr. Tamia is here. Hello, welcome. I can't see what all of those emoticons are, but I'm sure they're lovely. Welcome back to the build. Welcome to the channel. I know you're not new to the channel. You know. It was nice to say welcome though, isn't it? There we go, that's that. So let's tidy up the edges of this bit, because this is definitely going to rotate, although not against anything as such. But there we go. And this as well. Nice. And that hasn't got anything in between any of the teeth, so I'm not worried about that. Good. Right, let's see. Where are we? What are we doing? This bit up here. So these have got to go into that. Whereabouts? Might make out a lot of these. Yeah, it's the outside ones of those where I assumed it would be. So they're going into that, which will just fit the end bit. Don't know if you can make out, but these are slightly tapered. So they're a loose fit in there, so I reckon they'll push in all the way through, or at least through into the middle bit. Right, not against anything because that wouldn't work. It's coming through too far, but that's the idea. Right, so they are going through, and one side's going into one thing, one side's going into the other. So that's going on this side. Put this on the back side. That just doesn't matter because it's the same either way around, but that's just the way I'm holding it. So let's get that one I've got going through at the top there, going into there. That's the thing. Okay, and then let's get bottom one going through there and into there. Get it lined up just about right. Feels about right now. And it's moved a bit more, that's good. This one there should line up through there as well. That didn't. Felt like that bit broke. That's not ideal. I shall come back to that, and if need be, I can obviously use the spare one. Right, there's one left to go in. It's gone in a little bit, but not very far. I don't want to break a second one. Probably hold with just a couple, but that's better. That's gone in there nicely. So let's see if this is going to go on the front nicely. Might help push the other one through just that little bit more. I'm happy with that. I don't think I need to worry about replacing that bit or breaking out the glue or anything like that. Pretty sure that's going to hold in there absolutely fine. Plenty of bits holding that in, so I'm happy enough with that. Jeff is here. Saying hello to everyone. Evening, welcome Jeff. Mr. Tammy is asking how I am and how is everyone else in chat today. I'm doing fine today, actually. Thank you very much. Today has been a day off, so I've been pottering around at home and doing the weekly shop and stuff like that. I have been catching up on some Star Trek Discovery. I started watching it when it came out, and then got distracted and didn't watch much more of it. I watched the first season and a half, I think, and then just got distracted by other things and lost my way. But after recently subscribing to Paramount Plus for a couple of other shows and finding out, well, not finding out, knowing that they've got all of the Star Trek, I have been trying to catch up with that and get back into it, and you know, most of the way through the first season and enjoying it again. I don't know if it's gonna, you know, bore me again or I'll get distracted by other things. It's always possible, but for now I'm quite enjoying revisiting. The fact that I've seen it before makes watching it obviously easier, and you don't have to pay attention to it so much. You can actually just get on with things and you know, have it on more as a background than anything else. But yeah, all good. Right, so P1 are these. So I need 2 of those. One out. There's another one just on its way out. There we go. There's 2 of those, and I need a bar. I need a bar that's 20mm long. They give me a picture of it to tell me what size it needs to be. I'm gonna guess 20mm to be about that one. Look at that. That's the right one. So this needs to have that on one end. Then it goes through there. Reshaped cam. Then through there. Then through the washery thing. And then through that. Now it's got a picture on there. Oh, it's got to be sort of in the middle. So that's got to go through further than that. Let's get that pushed through further. Not that far though, because this one needs to go back on a bit as well. So let's move that back just a touch. About there. About midway. I'm sure that's going to be about right. I'm going to lubricate this, because that's going to be a cam, and there's no other reason for it to be that shape. Something's going to run across the tip of that. And obviously the teeth are going to engage on things as well, so I shall also lubricate those. So, and this one that I didn't bother doing earlier, I shall come back and do that now. All good stuff. So, getting there. So how is everybody in chat? Are you all doing all right? How's your day been? Been doing all right? Doing well? Doing things? Anything interesting happening in your part of the world? What is your part of the world? I'm rubbish at remembering stuff. So I'm sure you've all told me before, but let me know whereabouts you are. What time zone is it where you're at? For me, it is 7:25 in the evening time. 1925 is the time here, not the year. Obviously, that's the military time type thing. But what time have you got where you are? So that was that. So now I need 2 more of them and a P4, which is another 20 mil, and 4 G5s. These little ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, probably one spare. That right. So I need another 20 mil bar. Not that. That's too long. Yeah, that is too long. Probably that one. That one is just about right. One of them. Don't lose it. 2 of them. Not 4 of them. I'm probably going to need another couple in a moment, so I'll leave them out of the packet anyway. That. Those for wherever. 3, 4, yep. So that's that. I need 2 C19s and 2 A16s. A16. These cam-shaped things. 2 of those. It's nicely done that they put the numbers on the pieces. So even when you take them off the sprue, you can still find them and see what's what. 19 is the wheels. Those off there. Nicely done. Is Chris a good shopper? Can he grab a bargain or two? I can shop with the best of them. Yes, my shopping's all right. I'm sure General will tell you that. She's got no choice. Yep. I don't particularly enjoy the shopping, but I can do it, you know. So this says to make sure that they line up properly, not offset. So if you had them there, for instance, that would be offset. That's a bad thing. Have them the same way around, so they fit together properly, like so. And these are held in place with 4 of these. So we get 1 in. Come on. Why are you playing silly with me? Let's work. There we go. In you go. That's your new home. Enjoy it. It's where you're going to live now. One there, that one there. That one there. Stefan Last writes things. Let me see if I can read all of that words. Here in Sweden, we're 1 hour ahead of you. It's been a rainy day, but now the sun is shining. Having a day off tomorrow, which will give some extra time to do nothing in particular. Nothing in particular is one of my favourite things to do. Is it sunny now? It's just sort of approaching dusk at the moment. Yeah, it's been quite sunny today. It's fairly warm. When I went out shopping, I didn't wear a coat. That's how brave I was about the weather. So, yeah. So that's that one in there. Let's get this one again, the same way round. Put together. This one obviously needs some extra thickness, some extra power. Hold it together. So that is that. I need to get rid of a couple of little notchy bits in there, which is obviously much easier to do when it's together. do. And I shall lubricate indeed the bits, the teeth in there. A few, and it will spread when it's being turned. That'll be fine. There we go. So this is going together now with, again, one of these, which, just like the other one, has got some extra bar sticking out. Like so, I think, probably. So this is going from the back. That's going just through there. Then these two are going through next to it. And then that on there. Like so, and all the way down. Again, they're going to work together, so let's make sure they're lined up properly from the off. Sure, I'll add some lubrication around the outside of them in case there's things rubbing against them. Gotta be, I'm sure that's how that's going to work, isn't it? So that is that. So we've got lots of bits that we're building, and we're going to fit them together now, because I don't like having lots of loose bits. I like them to go together. There we go. Let's get them all together, shall we? Yes, let's get them all together. So we need A17. Let me see 17. 17 is another little round one. Okay. Then we need E1. Ah, that's the big bit. There we go. E1 and E11. 1 is there. And 11 I can see already. Is that little bit there. That. So that's A17. E1, E11. I need 2 more of them, which I've conveniently got out. And P6, which is 30 millimeters. That's going to be that one. It is. There we go. Right, drink time. Good gardening weather, says Shellard. Chance to catch up with it. I don't like gardening. Gemma's the one for gardening, but yeah, I don't particularly like the outside. Give me indoors all the time. Prefer indoors. Might open a window open occasionally, but one for the bright sunshine and stuff. Never have been. Holidays wouldn't be, lazing on the beach or doing anything like that. I've done it. If I read a book, then I'm all right. But yeah, I'd much rather be out and about exploring the local towns and stuff rather than in one place sunbathing. So let's figure out how all of this is going to work. This goes on one end, like so. Right, then 11, thick one. One is from that end. So this has got to go through. I'm confused now. I thought it would be going the other side. It's going this side. Right, so that's there, like that. This goes through there straight away. Then 11 goes on. Like that. Then the big one with the square bit this side. Like that. Then 17. Right, and then that with the E1 on the outside. Do that on the outside. Got to be that on the outside, isn't it? Did it not say that? Doesn't say where the other P1 goes, but it's going to be on the other end, isn't it? Not in the middle anywhere. So that's got to be it. Right, this is going in the middle. So that's going to go through that bit. That's going to go through that bit. Which way round? Quite make out. Right, flat cam that one, and 3 cam that one. So that's going on that way round. That's going on there that way round, and they are meshing, as indeed they do. And that's got to go onto there with that there, and then that on the other end of that. Okay, it's nice and easy. What could possibly go wrong? Through there. And that will go in there. Of course, nothing's going to hold these together yet, well, apart from that one bit at the top. Okay, so that's gone through there, like so. So that meshes with that, and that meshes with that. So when I turn the handle, lots of things should happen. This will still go up and down, but that wheel should turn as well. It does. Whichever way around I turn it, I don't know which way I got to turn it yet. Did anyone answer when I asked, what does that symbol say to you? Does that say turn it clockwise or anti-clockwise? Is that exclamation mark saying do that or don't do that? What do you think? Yes, there's the P1 going on the back there with a bit left over, just like what I did. Yay. I agree with you, Mark. Katie helps me in the garden. Chris is now only allowed to cut the grass. He's not allowed near the plants. Works for me. Grass are plants too, aren't they? Right. Now it tells me to fix this to that. That definitely says turn it that way. Right, let me move that down there. Let me bring this back here. So, yes, he's picking that up, obviously, as we knew it would. So I've got to get that in there. Actually, before I get that in there, I'm going to lubricate the sides of this, because that's going to be inserted. And that will ride up and down on that. So it needs to be smooth running. All runnings. So that goes through there and hooks onto that. Just like that. That lines up there. That lines up there. That lines up there. Thing, it's getting there. Get that all the way down with those as well. That one on that side, and those. All the way down yet either. Oh, I bowed it and made that pop out. Okay. We can correct that. That's not a problem. There we go. I think. Yeah, that's doing a thing again. No, not very well now. Why is that? Something's not lining up quite right. Let's have a look. Dorcosaurus has just got in. Good evening and welcome. distorting that, and those pop out, which is not ideal. I've tipped it upside down and my ball's falling out now. I think that's not down. That's not down. Which means that that can't be fully down. That is... No, that's not fully down yet either. There we go. That's working now. That's in there. That is in there, but that's at an angle. Why is that an angle? That shouldn't be an angle. That must mean that that's not fully down. That. And that. That wasn't. There we go. That's better now. Make sure everything goes fully locked in place. That's the thing, right? So we'll put the ball back in the little bucket. That. Turning, it's doing things. But the other way. Works the other way just as well, because I don't know which one's which, and nobody's telling me in chat, so I don't know. That's working. Clockwise feels like the right way. But, you know. No, it's got to be the other way, because that's got to turn that way to push the ball out against that. Because that's going to pick up a ball, carry it up, and that little blob is going to drop it out. I am sure. The things have got to support that, because that's not ideal. That's still got a bit of bow to that, as you can sort of see. It's a bit too wide. But that's what it does. That's what it is so far. There's one more bit to put on a C20. Oh, C20, 21, 22, and 23. C20, 21, 23, 22 over there. These are bracket pieces that are going to hold something secure somewhere. Rid of all the edges from those. Video good, audio good, says Jeff. You're too late. We did that already. But thank you. It's always appreciated. It says turn it that way, which is the way that I decided it was going to have to go to make that work. At the moment, that's not working because it's not working all the time. Right, let's see where these bits have got to go. D20. That bit is going in there somewhere. Bottom of that bracket in that area down there. Bit like that. So yeah, that's offering a bit of structural support and making sure it's locked in down there properly. Yep, that's that one, right? 21 and 22. 21. It's a bit like that, right? Let's go at the top. And 22 is the next one down from that side. 21 is going in there. Like that. 22 is underneath there. Okay. 23 is going to be the next bit over the page. Saying it's going through that bit up this side. Like that. And that's that. Right. So, next up is another tower. With lots of bits attaching to it. So, certainly not going to get that far. Certainly lots more to do though. So let's do a little bit more. And go from there. Right. So we need a 15mm bar and 3 of the washers. 15 is probably going to be that one. Yep. 1, 2, 3 of the washers. Okay, is that P3? Yep. So we need 2 G6s. There are 3, so yeah, one of them spare. Okay, that's fallen out there, so remember that one is for next time. E 8 and 9, C 24, 25, 34, 25, C 24, C-shaped bit, 26, 24. Lots of them. Do look like something that's going to break quite easily. That C24, 25, E 8 and 9, E 8 and 9, big bits. The big tower. Cool, right. This is not related to that, so I'll move that over to one side for now. Do some building before we get to that. That's that. Right, so this week I don't think I'm going to be doing a stream tomorrow night, Thursday, and so Dan's not about anymore, but I will get back to do occasional game streams on a Thursday, but not this week I don't think. But Saturday we should be returning to the land of the forest. Hopefully Dan and Jeff are both going to be around, and 9 PM on Saturday night we shall return to the forest. And I can't remember what well, I don't think we did very much, did we? Right, this has got a big thing about the washers going through there, so right, the G6s are going into there. Like that. which way round yet. It depends what it's going to attach into. Then we've got, the bar has got one of these on the bottom, as you'd imagine. Then it's going through there. Then it's got one in the middle. Come on. Be pushing tool. There it is. Under there. I can't really use the pushy tool from there because it's closing the way. Make do with that like that, and then that's going through there, facing the other way. I think. Get that on the top. That's going to do some sort of rotating something. That's going to be like a thing that makes the ball go one way or the other. So these are probably just being there as posts for it to lock up against. So let's get them rotated to a nice direction. Do that, put that falling onto there, onto there. Doesn't actually say really, so that's good enough for me. 8 is that one. That way round. And that is going into there. So yes, that's gonna, as the ball comes down, it's gonna land on there and tip it alternate directions, depending on where the last one went, basically. So I'm gonna make this next bit and call that a night. I think I should do step 30, and that will be the end. Right, G1, we need 4 of them. Come in blocks of 4, which is very convenient. Pretty sure these will be available Saturday for the price, says Jeff. Thank you very much. Some news for Jeff from Wendy. I found eggs in my... I'm not going to even try and say that. 3 arrived dead, so I thought the queen was wrong. Oh no, good. If you got an ant farm, very interesting. Not the sort of thing I've ever done, but I need A, 18, 19 and 20, and E, 12, 13, 15 and 16. 13. 15 and 16, and it just leaves that one on that sprue, so I'm going to take that off. I think that's just a spare handle because it might get broken. So these are the start of the runners that the balls will dribble down, I believe. This is one side of it that I don't need anymore. Dispose of that. So that was that 18, 19 and 20. Got Elliot. 21. There goes 19. 15. 20. There you go, right next to where I thought it was. So that should be those. That should be the last of the pieces that I'm going to be building tonight. See exactly what we're going to end up with. Let me see if I can figure out whereabouts it's going to fit on the main assembly. And we'll leave it there for a couple of weeks. Because next week, next Wednesday, I shall once again return to something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a little more Lego. Optimus Prime. I started last week and he came along quite nicely. It's looking really good. The movable parts, like the transforming parts, what appears to be, are looking really good. They actually clip in place securely. So when he's in whichever form you want him in, he'll be quite sturdy in either or both of those. So I'm looking forward to going back to that again. Right, so let's have a look. What have we got now? We've got 18. Still got a bit of stuff in there. There we go. Right. 18 has these going in from the underneath. I'm going to put them in from the top because that's just easier. The huge post bit is sticking upwards out of the hole there. Ready for E16, 15, 16 to go in over the top like so. Moving. Doesn't want to be moving. That back where it should be. Now the other one's moving. Ideal. Come on. There you go. There you go. So this is going on the top like so. That way round. Feels like it's that way round. Not going down quite fully on there for some reason. Need to push it harder. Let's try on the other side and make sure that all works as it says it should. One on there. And that one in that side. Come on, you know you want to. There we go. Then that must be that way round. And there. So it went in better. I'll take that back off and see if I can see why that's not working. Well, I think that pin was at a funny angle. Try that again. Yeah, that's a bit better. Let's be parallel, or should that be tapered? Not convinced that that's correct. Maybe. No, I think that would come to a stop there. Oh, I think that pin's just gone at a funny angle again. There we go. That's better. That looks nicer now, and the ball will run obviously through it properly. So that would do that. Then these 12 way round, way round. No, 18 and 19 we've got to go on the bottom there. 19 on that side. 15 on that side. I think. Looks like that. So then that's going to go on there. And that will go in there. And that will be telling me that I've got it the wrong way around. You know which way round. It's definitely not that way round. So it was the right way round. be there. That doesn't line up there then. Unless I've got this the wrong way round. 13. No, definitely 12. Am I going for the wrong? Am I aiming for the wrong hole? No, okay, that is that way round because it's got that cut out that side. No, it's going underneath there. Right, okay, the angle was just a bit strange in the picture. It goes under there. Right, I got you. I see you now. So then this goes under here. Like that. Well, this is pretty cool. It's got multiple tracks going sort of through different bits. So the ball's going to be going in one and then coming out a different one and then going in another one. That's going to be quite cool, quite interesting. Got to go through there. That's got to go through there. Like that. One through there, already good. That. And that will go on the front. Yeah, because we've got the two options for that one, depending on where that one comes out. And then that one's going to come out over there. Yep, that's that way round. That says to put it on there like that. So once this is home on there, we will be completed. Ants are very clever. They work so effective. They are. I've got the latest Ant-Man film to watch at some point. That needs to be a bit further down. That needs to line up in there. Let's get a pair of pliers to do the long distance grabbing because my fingers won't. So that's got to go in there. Get a finger in there, that'll stop that moving. And I should be able to line up that. Maybe. Go through there. Nice. And that through there, so a ball should come in there. Comes out there. And if it goes in there, it will take turns coming out one side or the other. Let's come out the closest to me. And then furthest from me. Yeah, that's working. That's doing a thing. It's not quite together yet. We are making ourselves a castle. Good. Yes, that's gone together quite nicely, even if I do say so myself. So, there we have it. Another week done. Another part built. Let's just do our... Done that. This is next. Let's have a look at the build so far. Got this, which is doing things, and it will all fit together better, I'm sure. This is going to fit, obviously, over here somewhere, because that's the only bit that's the same distance apart. I would guess things are going to go in... Oh, no, it's got to be that way. Come in from one side and go out the other. Something like that. There we go. push it in there so it's not going to get lost. But at the moment, we've got a bit that does a thing. Gears turn, balls go in. So what's going to happen? Yeah, I mean, a ball will come in to there, and that will lift it up like that. And when it gets to there, it's going to fall out of there and do whatever it needs to do over there somewhere. And it will also come in there, carried up, and get pushed out there. Yeah. And it will do whatever it needs to do over there as well. So it's getting there. It's coming together. I reckon at least another couple of weeks on this, because there's still lots of things to build. Put that away later. I'll tidy up and get all the parts away and assign, us out the way for a couple of weeks, because next week, as I say, I shall be returning back to the world of Lego to do a bit more of Optimus Prime. Start off on his legs, I think. I like to watch ants, says Mr. Tamia. You should have some sort of like webcam. You get lots of people watching a live stream of just an ant farm just running 24 hours a day. So, thank you very much for joining me tonight. As I say, I'm not about tomorrow, but Saturday night we should be returning to the forest. So if you're interested in watching 3 grown men squeal because zombies are going to come and eat them, then come and watch us. I shall see you there for that. There's no Subnautica this Sunday. Katie's away, so she's not around this week. And there's no e-models next week because we just did one this week. So the next time I'm streaming is probably, well, apart from the game on Saturday night, is back here for Lego Optimus Prime next Wednesday. So thank you very much for joining me. It's been fun. I hope you're enjoying it. And I shall see you soon for other things. Great stream once again, says Sprue and Glue, has been coming in, lurking around. Lee says good stream. And that's everybody. I'm sure you'll all say goodbye in a minute once I've gone.